Hi, we are from Group C. We will presenting about martial art. So my name is Marina binti Muhammad Amir, and I will start the introduction of martial art. So what is martial art? Martial art is any various fighting sports or skills, mainly of East Asian origin, such as Kung Fu, Judo, Karate, and Kendo. There are many styles and schools of martial art that introduced by individuals, teacher, or masters. Martial art can be grouped by type of focus or alternatively by regional origin. For hybrid martial arts originated from the late 19th century and especially after 1950, it may impossible to identify unique or predominant regional origins. It is not trivial to distinguish traditional from modern martial arts. As for an example, traditional taekwondo was developed in 1950s, while modern hybrid martial art of Batitsu was developed in 1900. So martial art has two types. The types of martial art was armed martial arts and unarmed martial arts. 1, 2, 3. So types of martial arts. For number one is archery, spearmanship, and swordsmanship are example of the former. The latter, which developed in China, focus on striking with the feet and hands or grappling. For number two, in Japan, a warrior's traditional training include archery, swordsmanship, unarmed combat, and armor swimming. As you can see the example in the slide. For the next one, ninjutsu, which was designed from military spies in feudal Japan and encompassed training in discrete escape, concealment, geography, medicine, and explosive was the most flexible practice. Some martial arts adaptations such as kendo, which is fencing, and Kyudo, archery, are now performed as sports in modern times. For number 3, unarmed combat derivatives such as judo, sumo, karate, and taekwondo, as well as self-defense forms such as aikido, hapkido, and kung fu are practiced. For the next one, simplified version of Tai Chi Chuan, a Chinese style of unarmed combat, are popular as a type of healthy exercise that has nothing to do with martial arts. For the next one is, many of the armed and unarmed forms are practiced as a means of spiritual development.
Hello, I am Abdullah Gamal and I'll be talking about martial arts in Angola and Egypt. Angola or Ngolo. It's a Kikongo word means for strength or power. It's a performance of ritual combat by various ethnic groups around the Kunene River in southern Angola. The style of fighting involves various kicks, dodges, and leg sweeps with one or more hands on the ground. The first mention of Ngolo in literature was made by Albino Neves e Souza in a set of drawings demonstrating various techniques and their similarities to the Afro-Brazilian art from capoeira in the 1960s. Angola is one of several African martial arts of the African diaspora in the Americas. Martial arts in Egypt is tahtib. It's a term for the traditional stick fighting martial art originally named Fan al-Nazaha wa tahtib, the art of being straight and honest through the use of stick. The original martial art version of Tahtib later evolved into an Egyptian folk dance with a wooden stick. It's commonly described in English as a stick dance, cane dance, stick dancing, or ritual mock combat accompanied by music. The word Tahtib encompasses both martial practice and performance art. It's mainly practiced today in Upper Egypt. Tahtib regularly performed for tourists in Luxor and Aswan. The stick used in Tahtib is about 4 feet in length and is called an asa, asaya, or nabut. It is often flayed in large, figured 8 patterns across the body, with such speed that the displacement of air is loudly discernible. That's all. Thank you.
Sunni stick fighting, also known as Dangra or Dolanko, which literally translates as playing stick, is a martial art traditionally practiced by Tanisha in South Africa. Each component is around with 2 long sticks. One is used for defense and the other for offense. Sunni style of fighting may use 2 sticks, variation of Bantu Sunni stick fighting throughout South Africa in public shield as part of the stick fighting weaponry. Zulu stick fighting use an insignia on attacking stick and oboko or defending stick and an Ihava defending shield. Nelson Mandela practiced Sunni sticking as a child, and it was featured on Discovery and the BBC reality TV show Last Man. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art and fighting sport based on Andy Zowa and Jiu-Jitsu. It focuses on bringing a colleague to the ground, controlling the opponent, gaining an advantage, and using a burning tactics to force them to yield through joint locks or chokes. Brazil around 1920. Brazilian brother Carlos Oswald Garcia, George and Hugh Gracie developed the project after Carlos accepted traditional Kodokan Judo taught by Monsieur Maida.
My name is Muhammad Imran Hakim bin Hani. I will share you about martial art from Malaysia and Turkey. Martial art from Malaysia is Silat. Silat is a Malay martial art from Malay Peninsula, Malaysia and Southern Thailand. It is traditionally practiced in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, South Thailand and South Philippines and South Vietnam. It was founded in 8th to 9th century in Lankasuka. There are hundreds of different styles and schools, which term to focus either on strike, joint, manipulation, weapon or some combination. Silat Melayu is one of the silat style. The term Silat Melayu was original and still used in reference to the silat system in Riau and Johor. Silat Melayu is often associated with fixed hand, low stances and slow dance like a movement. This generalization does not necessarily reflect the reality of silat technique. It is had a notable influence on the stereotypical way the art is portrayed in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore. Pencak silat and silat were recognized as a piece of intangible culture heritage by UNESCO in December 2019. Okay, next for martial art Turkey, martial art Turkey is oil wrestling, also called grease wrestler. It's a traditional Turkish sport. This is called oil wrestler because they wrestle with oil on their bodies. Competitions are held in providing ground. Since oil the wrestler bodies make it harder to grab each other. This lot requires great strength and master. It is known that oil wrestling spread out from Thrace and the Balkans. It is said that oil wrestling was performed by ancient communities for 4,500 years ago as Ottoman Empire crossed from Asia to Europe. Oil wrestler competition that reached our day began to be held. Oil matches may be won by a chief Kisbet. The pehlivan aim to control his opponent by putting his arm towards the latter's Kisbet. To win by this move is called Pachakazik. Originally, matches had no set duration and could go on for 1 or 2 days until one man was able to establish his superiority. That's all for my part. Okay, thank you.
So that's all for today about martial art from our groups. See you next time. Bye.